Well, that was quite a day yesterday. Man, oh man, I was going to bring a video earlier this morning, but then realized I don't know how. I think I know how, but my data's getting chewed up. We're at the 14th. We're 1 week from 8 days from when my data rolls over, and it's already told me I'm at 90%. Somehow, I have chewed through 100. Well, Amy and I were on the same plan now. We share data. Somehow they get ahead of you. They always get ahead of you. Amy and I have chewed through 100 gigabytes of data this month. I don't really know how. Anyway, a great day yesterday. At the fair went pretty well. What a mission, flat line, and went fast enough that he is now considered qualified. So we don't have to worry about racing him at Northfield or he fits the Sire State Constellation. It doesn't look like he's going to make the Buckeye or the Buckeye Constellation. Not the end of the world. We'll just keep him at the fairs throughout the end of the season, and we will. We have every intention of racing him in the Sire Stakes Constellation. I think he's got the speed. If we can just get some confidence into him, which he felt very confident yesterday. A decent little track. Wooster, which is where I'm on my way right now. I thought he raced really well. Even Columbus handled the track well. The horse that beat Columbus was a gold horse. He's got 10 out of 12 in the top 3 and almost 50,000 made as a 2-year-old this year. But Rosie had brought him there. The horse looked good, and Columbus did as well as he could. I was very happy with him. Well, very few disappointments yesterday. In all 12 that race, Twinbee Habanero made a break, but I think Brett kind of pushed him to the limit, which is fine. Now you know what you can't do. So Twinbee Habanero is going to have to qualify and go back to Plainridge, thereabouts. But I'm not going to dwell on the low points of yesterday. I'd much rather talk about the high points. Man, oh man, I want everybody to pay attention to a few things. One, when I tell everybody that the trotters mature and grow up at different stages, and sometimes it can take quite a while, I need everybody to understand what that means. You're looking at White Tiger, who just took a lifetime mark of 152-1, almost 2 full seconds. Yes, 2 full seconds, I believe, off his lifetime mark. But the way he did it is important. Left, sat, quarter pulled to the front, was quiet at the gate. This is a horse that has made multiple breaks in multiple areas on the racetrack in his career. In fact, I don't think that there's an 1/8 or a 1/16 or a quarter of a mile he doesn't show a break in at some point in his life. I'm certain of it. So, to see him go out and look like such a grown-up, and it took 4 years, it's a long time, but to look so impressive last night, that was very gratifying. You guys that have been along with me for the ride with White Tiger from his 2-year-old season, you know what I'm talking about. I know Joe watches these videos, and a number of our clients, Pavlos, who's been with us from the start and been with Tiger from the start, to see him grow up and mature as an aged horse is something special. And I hope everybody pays attention to that, because there's a lot of horses, and further to my point, when you look at a horse like Resolute Bay, I know 5, 6, 7 weeks ago, there's a number of people out there that were wanting to dump their shares or the entirety of Resolute Bay, not understanding when I continue to tell you that there's a lot of time ahead. His best races are ahead of him. That it's very hard. I understand it's hard to look at that horse in that way and say, yeah, I think his best racing could be ahead. They're going to slide sometimes. You're going to see peaks and valleys with these horses. But when they come out of those valleys, the peaks that they get to, if they're further than the ones they were in before, then that's a good thing. And that's what you have, and you will continue to see that with Resolute Bay. You've seen it with White Tiger. What about Renegade Gypsy? How good he looked last night. 53-2, 53-3. Horse looked amazing. And again, coming to them at the end of the mile. Not generally his forte. I thought the horse looked tremendous. Very, very happy with Renegade Gypsy. We saw 5 fish species make her first start. Now I've been talking to a number of my partners on 5 fish species today. And, again, we get tied up into expectations. She just got ready. right? She just raced her first race. And around the last turn, I was mad. I thought, maybe she's a little sick. She should look better than this. But then again, fought on down the lane. Didn't scope horribly bad. Needs to grow up. And a very, very good discussion with Steve this morning about her, what we should do, where we should go. And I said, rather than looking at what we want her to be and how we can get her to that point, let's just allow her to be a horse. If she's mine, if I own Oliver, she's at Flamborough or London next 2 starts. Let her grow up and learn how to win. Horses learn as much or more about racing when they win than when they lose. No one learns as much when they get the crap kicked out of them. And that's why you look at boxing, how my father always used to say that, how you never, ever, ever can rush a boxer, and one bad match can ruin a boxer's career. Well, it's not generally true for most athletes. If you have a bad day, a bad outing, a bad game, a bad race, it doesn't necessarily mean you're ruined. It just means that you have to grow up, move forward. And that's exactly what we plan on doing with Fish. And to allow her to grow up and move forward in the best way, I believe, is to find her way to the winner's circle. Let her learn how to win and be a winner and want to stay a winner. I think these are very, very important tools for any horse, but definitely 5 fish species. Now, what else do we do? What else do we have yesterday? Globetrotting. I thought, although in defeat, she looked very, very good, right? At mile 54, come 28. Good building. Now we need to keep her ASD down, keep her blood down, and work forward with her. But I was really, really happy with what I saw from... just want to make sure I don't miss anything here. With what I saw from Globetrotting last night. Needed to build on that, though. So again, Tiger raced unbelievably good. Globetrotting good. 5 fish species was good. The only couple of blemishes on the evening were the break by Locatelli. Still trotted in 54, come 27. But the break, and again, as I said, he's not as push button as you think. And I love the fact, so I was out and had a couple of drinks last night and had a meal with Mike again. And we were talking about watching the races, sitting there talking about the horses. And I love the fact, I get a call this morning at 7:17 in the morning. I was not awake. Harry Polton calls me and he goes, now that Locatelli's been bugging me online, here's a guy that won with Resolute Bay, and this is how I feel. And I'll tell you guys about how these people care about their jobs and how they care about the horses. Harry Polton stayed up all night. This is a guy that's trained 1 million horses. Stayed up all night because Locatelli, the race was bothering him. He made a break on me at the gate. He made a break on Chris at the gate. He made a break at James. He said, he's biting at people now. He's a little crotchety and cranky. When you go to jog him, he's hotter than he should be. He wanted to have the vet look at him. I said, absolutely, go ahead. Is he in a funk? Or maybe he's just getting racy, right? I don't know. But the fact that Harry Polton called me at 7:17 in the morning just goes to show, here's a gentleman that's a little older, right? Harry's quite a bit older than me, but still has the care and the wherewithal to say, it's bugging me. It bugged him all night. Clearly, he get up early, and he's always up early anyway. But to call me at 7:17 in the morning to talk about Locatelli, that means a lot. That should mean a lot to you too. Just a true professional. As I said, Renegade Gypsy was tremendous. Resolute Bay looked dominant. We talk some more about Resolute. Red Overbach, we'll talk about him in a minute, but Red Overbach, where he should go next, the gold, the grassroots, and I guess that one of my arguing points also would be, not only are we gonna race for less money in the grassroots semifinal and final, but we have to race against 2 of our horses that are very good right now also in Renegade Gypsy and Resolute Bay. So I think that kind of sums it up. I think you probably will see Red Overbach in London in the gold for a number of reasons. And just so proud of Resolute Bay and what kind of horse he's become. And trust me when I tell you, not even scratching the surface yet of this horse. He is still very immature. His 4-year-old season is going to be much, much better than his 3-year-old season. And that's saying a lot because he's on some kind of roll. And then Sailor off so long. I know it bothered Dominic that I said I was sending the horse to Ohio. Dominic's a guy where he's growing and learning. He's the exact same age as me. He's growing and learning as a trainer also, the way that we're going to train the stable. Not the way that you just train horses, the way that we train horses and the way that we move them around at the stable. I know partly somewhere inside of him, he kind of took it as a slight that we were potentially going to move Sailor, and that wasn't it at all. I just wanted Sailor to be in a place where he could race consistently. I was more angry that the race office continued to race him over his head and thought that that was okay, and it's not. I'm not racing my horses together, and I'm not racing them over their head. It's very simple, and if they think that they're going to put them in over their head, the race office, I mean, and race them together, I'll just move horses. And this will only feed that horse shortage. I'm happy to buy horses, bring horses, you and I together to fill classes, but we're not filling them for other people. We're not filling them for other people, and I am not going to race our horses together. We will once in a while if we have to. Now, Red Overbach was different. That was the pop-up thing, whatever. But I'm not racing. And somebody said to me last night, Red Overbach didn't race as good. Red Overbach was in against age horses also. Yes, is 6 years old and very battle-tested, along with a lot of horses in that class. Don't misunderstand speed and depth. They're two very, very different things. Red Overbach was beat fair and square by an older horse off a first over trip. Those aren't 3-year-old trotting colts he's in against. So I guess I'll finish it up with Yes is coming back to Ohio for now. Where we're going to race him after, I'm not sure. This is a horse, another horse, just like lots of horses around him. We're trying to find the right time, the right timing, the right place for Yes. And it might be Delaware, it might be Dover, it might be Scioto, it might be Northfield for a little while, or the Meadows, but it's not Ontario. So he's coming home right away. He's coming back to Ohio, his home, right away. And as I said with you before, Red Overbach is going to be heading to the Gold in London. So that was yesterday. Today, obviously, we have lots on the go. I sent you guys a video. If you go into your YouTube, you'll see Melanie's Michaela, first day in the harness. What a sweetheart. I just walked in, put the harness on her, let her bounce around for a second, put a brattle on her, a tongue tie, put her in the jog cart, and went right out to the track and jogged her. No problem. Walking down the pavement, walked around things, got on the track, actually jogged beside somebody. What a sweetheart she is. Anyway, that's the Rock and Roll Dance filly we bought in Goshen. A fellow Maritimer, fellow Islander, fellow Canadian, Bill Andrew is who bought Whispering Song. Mr. Andrew reached out and asked if we could continue to race her till the end of the season. I said absolutely, no problem. So she is racing today. Smoking Hot Irish Girl and Coop will race today. We are going to qualify. I believe we're going to qualify a Mordiner or School'em, either way, and qualify Oh My Gosh today. We're going to school Leaps and Bounds today to see if she's fit, sharp, sound, healthy, and ready to rock to Kentucky. I'll know that today. And then obviously I'll finish off the day with our girls. I'm so excited. Bravura. Can't wait to race her and my sweet Mimi, and then my girl Tessie. Blue Tesla's in tonight also. So a great day ahead, a great day following a fantastic day at the stable, but a great day ahead. I can't wait to get at it and get going. I am about 15 minutes from Wooster, Ohio. We got some racing to do, and I will talk to all you guys later on. So hope you are having a great day. I find it hard to believe you didn't yesterday, if you're partners of mine and clients of the stable. But I hope you have a great rest of the week. Tomorrow it all starts. Sale season starts tomorrow. The viewings tomorrow in Ohio. I'll be down there nice and early in the morning. I might actually go down tonight now that I say it. Go down tonight, get up, go to the viewings tomorrow morning, and see how the horses are. So for me, we'll talk to you all very, very soon. I hope you are all having a great day. Take care.